everybody, and welcome to This Week in Wrestling. I am your host, Angel Escalera, one half of the IWC Rookie Tag Team Champions, along with my co-host, Justin Martinez.
The other half, so you got this.
This is our first episode, so please like and hit that subscribe button. Shout out to JD from NY and Joe Cronin for being a huge inspiration on this.
Including Grimm's Toy Show. Grim, you are the best. Watch his videos on YouTube.
Grim is the best. He is a savage, as we like to say in this urban time. So, just a little bit of a rundown. This Week in Wrestling is a one-day wrestling podcast that goes up every Saturday around 12 to 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And we will go over Raw, SmackDown, the Cruiserweight Classic, and NXT, split up in different videos.
And TNA. No, I'm just playing. Read the spoilers, guys.
Yeah, but TNA is actually getting good, I hear.
Yeah.
Ever since hashtag Broken Matt Hardy destroyed Brother Nero.
The final deletion. Which was an amazing match. Not taped in front of an audience. They had their own style to it. Until the Wyatts took over and stole it.
True. And actually rumors are flying around that Broken Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy might be making a return in 2017. And Bray Wyatt actually got in trouble for tweeting Matt Hardy that he wants to fight him and wrestle him, and he got in trouble for that, even though Broken Matt Hardy was just on Talk Is Jericho, which makes no sense. That Bray Wyatt can have a little fun and tweet, but Chris Jericho could have a one-on-one conversation with him.
Vince was butthurt about the idea. Damn it, Bray, don't talk to TNA. We don't like Dixie, damn it.
For real. Man, they really dropped the ball with EC3, but that's enough with TNA. We might get sued because I heard EC3, Ethan Carter III. But enough about TNA. I heard we might get in trouble or flagged because TNA doesn't like people talking about them. If you hear background noises, we're out here in Humboldt Park, Chicago. Those are cars driving by. I'm sorry we have lack of a better environment. But we're kind of broke, so help us out a little bit. So, this week's Raw, it obviously wasn't better than last week's Raw, because last week's Raw was fantastic. It was a solid 8.5 out of 10 for me, but this week's Raw, I'd say it was a good 7 out of 10 for me. What about you, Justin?
I'm going to give it maybe an 8. I really enjoyed Raw.
An 8 for this week?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Pretty good. So, man, I still can't believe that they're trying to sell the new era started a couple months ago, even though it actually started like last week when Raw changed and everything.
Yep, the logo.
The logo is amazing for Raw. It reminds me of the old Raw logo. Alright, so first segment on Raw, which really caught me by surprise, because when's the last time a woman's wrestler, almost a diva there, I'm still trying to get used to it, a woman's wrestler actually opened up Raw. It hasn't happened in a while. So we had Sasha Banks comes out as the new reigning, defending World Heavyweight Women's Champion, as Paul Heyman would say. She came out bragging a little bit, and then right before she could say anything important, Charlotte comes out, the only man in women's wrestling. She comes out, interrupts Sasha.
I'm not a man. Don't say that. I'm not a man.
Actually, who did you say Charlotte was got divorced to, or not?
Bram.
Bram?
Yeah, from TNA.
You mean Bram? That Bram who sounds like he smoked like 12 packs of cigarettes? That Bram?
Yep, Newport.
He was on NXT a couple months ago, right?
A couple years ago. He teamed up with...
a couple years ago, that's what I meant.
Him and Victor were the original Ascensions.
Oh, really?
He got released. I'm trying to remember when.
Yeah. Alright, so she came out. They had a little, I guess you could say, heat going on, if I'm using that word correctly. They were going back and forth, arguing like a usual rival will, and it was announced that they will have a match at SummerSlam, Charlotte versus Sasha Banks for the women's title. Sasha has to retain this, and hopefully she does, because if she loses it to Charlotte, then it's going to be a major upset, because we've been wanting Sasha for a long time.
Should have happened at WrestleMania, but Daddy Flair got him.
Justin here likes to say that Sasha Banks is his baby mama.
Sasha Banks is my baby mama, everyone. Just letting y'all know. I am the father. Yes, I am. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
So you heard it here. You heard it here first. So Sasha Banks goes off TV TV for a while, for about a good 9 months. You know who to blame.
I already know.
But anyway, to my surprise, Chris Jericho comes out.
Chris Jericho was hilarious. Quiet.
He is
quiet.
Quiet. He just, and I hear his voice, and I'm getting so confused. I'm like, wait, when did he become a women's rep? Didn't he have a feud with China for the Intercontinental title? So I guess they're kind of bringing that back, where he's messing and fighting with women's wrestlers now.
Rest in peace, China, by the way.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. I still can't believe she passed away. That was crazy. After she passed away, I watched a bunch of her videos. Get my girl. Just the memory of her. But
X-Pac and the other people.
So Chris Jericho comes out. He's saying quiet, calling everybody a stupid idiot, and I'm wondering what he's gonna say. I'm like, obviously Charlotte and Chris Jericho are both heels, so they obviously might team up. But what does he have here to say? And he starts calling Sasha a brat and everything. And I was expecting a Stephanie McMahon slap to come out from Sasha, but that never happened. But instead, Enzo Amore comes out, and he comes out, and I'm like, okay. And I see him come out, but it's just him, and I'm wondering where's Cass. I'm like, oh Lord, please don't tell me Cass got nailed for some drugs.
Damn it, you got the Roman.
Yeah. He was just trying to focus. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was on Adderall, because if you notice, Big Cass never blinks. His eyes are he just stares directly at the camera and never blinks. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was on Adderall, just on mad focus. They should be testing him.
He sleeps with his eyes open. I've never seen the man blink in my life.
Yeah,
he can take a hit and never blink.
He must. I think the only reason why Carmella is going out with him is because when he asked her out, he wouldn't blink, so she got scared and intimidated. So he just.
He's gonna rate me because it's fabulous. FABLOUS, yes.
Oh my god, I can't wait to get into SmackDown. So anyway, Enzo Amore and Sasha Banks, they start going at it with each other. Not like that, but they start flirting with each other in a very flirtatious way. And they were saying, how you doing? No, how you doing? How you doing? No, how you doing? I was like, could somebody just say, yes, I'm doing good and get it over with? And then Charlotte, she makes a penis joke. She says something about Enzo's love life being soft. SAWFT, soft. And then Chris Jericho and Charlotte, they look like they're kind of flirting in a way. And it's kind of weird because isn't Chris Jericho married one, and isn't Chris Jericho like on his way to 50?
Yeah, say that.
And Charlotte, she's on her way to 70 by her looks. She has that big old mole on her chin.
Dude, for real.
It's so crazy. She takes after her dad, which is weird. Like, I predict like in 10 years she's gonna have that little jaw thing that her dad has when he like speaks with his jaw, like yay. I sound like Vince McMahon.
I didn't know Great Khali joined.
So after that match, who came out? Mick Foley, Saint Mick. I met him at Chicago Comic-Con. It was amazing. And he came out and he said they're going to have a mixed gender tag team match. When's the last time we've seen a mixed gender tag team match?
It's been a while, I think since.
It's been a long while.
Yeah.
Really no, actually, didn't they do one on Main Event a couple years ago? Because it was on like a Total Divas episode.
I think they did.
Yeah, when it was the Usos versus the Funkadactyls. It was like the Usos and...
Oh yeah, it was the Usos and... I'm trying to think of the Diva versus...
Brodus Clay and Naomi.
Yeah, it was the Usos, Diva versus Brodus Clay, Tensai, and Naomi.
Yeah, I think that's probably the last time, but either way, it's been a long while since we've seen that. And sorry for the background. We're right next to a public bathroom. We'll try to find a better spot next time, and this is rushed. And so, mixed tag team match goes on. It's actually a pretty decent match, but I just hated the fact that there were so many commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Like, and the commercials went longer than most matches.
For real.
And I'm like, what's going on? And that was a huge problem with SmackDown. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait to get to SmackDown. But The tag team match ended. I love the fact how Charlotte was like, Sasha with nobody's help, and then Dana Brooke comes out to help. I mean Charlotte. I said Charlotte, not Sasha, right? Who cares?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Botchamania, guys.
Botchamania. We got a botch. So Dana comes out, helps out Charlotte, and Charlotte ends up winning, and
the ref ends up giving.
Yeah,
Charlotte
the ref.
the title. I'm like, what the hell?
Speaking of Botchamania, the ref comes out with the women's title, and then Charlotte shakes her head, and then the ref's like, "Oh yeah, that's right." I think him and RVD and Roman Reigns were sharing a little something. They were passing something more than just that women's title. But anyway, Chris Jericho then proceeds to beat down Enzo Amore, and then Big Cass comes out. And Chris Jericho runs out of the ring. And there was a little shot where Chris Jericho, his arms were around Dana Brooke and Charlotte. And I was like, oh, I see Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's, I guess who's going to be in Talk is Jericho this week, huh? So, after that, another commercial break. Golden Truth comes on.
Which is stupid. I hate Golden Truth.
I was expecting...
R-Truth, you are stupid.
Actually, before Cody Rhodes left, Titus O'Neil, if you remember Titus O'Neil and Cody Rhodes at Stardust were doing like a little thing.
Yeah.
And I remember texting, I was like, watch this be the new Booker T and Goldust thing, but that never happened. Of course, because Cody Rhodes left and Titus O'Neil got suspended for touching Vince McMahon. I guess Vince McMahon only likes John Cena and Roman Reigns and Eva Marie touching him, not Titus O'Neil.
If you're not white, you can't touch Vince.
But Roman Reigns is Samoan. Samoan or white. Samoan or white. So, Golden Truth comes out, starts talking about Pokemon Go, which I don't play at all.
I play at all. I'm level 13, guys. Just made level 13 today.
Yeah, I don't play it. I think I should. I don't know.
Lost a couple pounds, you know. It's all good. It's all good.
Goldust gets R-Truth into a match. This match goes on. It was like, freaking, it was against the Shining Stars, which I still think Kalisto should join. Is Kalisto even Puerto Rican?
He's Mexican.
He's Mexican?
Yeah.
Really?
Lucha
I guess no one cares about Kalisto's actual race. But anyway, so I guess no one cares. So anyway, back to the match. Carlito, Primo and Epico. They're former tag team champions. I think people are forgetting that Primo and Epico are former tag team champions.
You just did Air Boom, I think.
Yeah, Air Boom.
Man, what are you doing?
I think Evan Bourne got a little high. You get my drift.
I said at RKO.
So they come out, do their little spiel, whatever. Then Golden Truth comes out, and me and Justin are Puerto Ricans ourselves. Humble Park is a very inhabited Puerto Rican area in Chicago.
No, it's white.
Yeah, it's starting to get white. But Golden Truth comes out, and oh Lord, you know what? I think I noticed that
R-Truth is mental.
Yeah, not just that, but Goldust, he had a new face paint, but I think Goldust should just do like a Pikachu face paint or something.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah,
Pokemon Go.
Exactly. It's just so stupid. They should have done it for like 1 week and then that's it.
Wasn't R-Truth the only guy to bring a ladder in the Royal Rumble? Like, didn't he bring a ladder in and like an idiot?
They need to test him instead of Roman every time now.
He passes.
Yeah.
It's like a drug test. Here's my son's piss.
So anyway, he brings in Little Jimmy's piss.
Little Jimmy, clean this damn
I miss Little Jimmy. Anyway, so they come out, match happens. Goldust gets completely dominated because R-Truth is trying to find Pokemon, and so stupid. So they lose, and then R-Truth continues looking for Pokemon. So then that's that. Another commercial break.
Again.
And then my favorite segment of the night, Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. Holy crap. I love how last week, Finn Balor, when they announced him, he came out like from the very back, and as soon as he came out with like his leather jacket, he popped the collar, and he came out like he freaking owned the place, man. And he freaking does, man. I love me some Finn Balor.
Same.
So he came out. obviously his mic skills are his weakest aspect, but he's still better than Roman Reigns. Just give him a little time. I think he's able to get better. I think it's just the accent. And then
he's good on the mic. It's just the accent, you know.
And I got confused because I see Michael Cole about to give the interview. I'm like, what happened to Baron Corbin? Or even Renee Young. Maybe even JoJo. I'm Baron Corbin, Byron Saxton, my bad.
Oh my god, I didn't know Baron Corbin was giving an interview.
Byron Saxton, I'm sorry. This is my first podcast. Give me a little leeway.
Saxton alone, guys. Just because he's black doesn't mean anything. Alright, he's trying.
He should shave those sideburns. He's bald.
Black Lives Matter, guys.
So I see Michael Cole, and then before Balor gets anything important, Seth Rollins comes out, and my favorite Seth Rollins line of all time is he says, "All right, take a hike, Michael. I got it from here." I was like, "Thank you." We all know how much Michael sucks. And Kevin Owens last week. Let's just honor Kevin Owens real quick on how savage Kevin Owens is, man.
Kevin Owens, you are a savage. You are my favorite wrestler. Follow me on Twitter. Don't block me if I tag you.
He's just. I like to call it a heel face. Like, he's a heel, but everybody loves him like a face. So anyway, they have their little confrontation right now, and man, it was just so good. And I think Seth said something about him getting handed the Universal title, and then Balor, he was like, the only thing you're gonna get handed to you is your A word. I would love not to curse on here, so I'm trying to dumb it down on the cursing. But anyway, they just go back and forth, and then Seth Rollins tries to take a cheap shot at Finn Balor. Then Finn Balor, he counters it into one of the fastest combos I've ever seen on Monday Night Raw.
True.
He went extra fast, and then he ended it off with, I think, a Pele kick? What was it? Pele kick. Rollins flew out of the ring. It was
or to some people, bicycle
awesome.
kick.
Who do you think... no, bicycle kick is Sheamus' bro kick. That's a bicycle kick. But who do you think should win? Seth Rollins or Balor? Because if Balor wins, then that'd be like, it's official. This is the new era. But if Seth wins, then it'll be, okay.
You know,
we've seen this already.
Rollins to win because the man didn't lose the title. Well, he did lose the title to Dean. But since he tore his ACL, that kind of messed him up and everything. But I want Seth Rollins to win. Then again, I want Balor to win. It's a tough decision.
Yeah, I agree.
Finn Balor 2016.
And also, Cece, that's, I don't know.
His best friend.
Yeah, my best friend. Yeah. So, she told us, she was like, it'd be interesting to see a new champion because if you think about it, we've been seeing the same three guys hold the title in the past, like, year and a half, 2 years. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose. It's just been the Shield.
It all started with Daniel Bryan to John... Well, Daniel Bryan had to forfeit the title because of the injury. John Cena wins it.
And Daniel Bryan was our last champion that we actually wanted as champion. Like, sure, Brock Lesnar, but, like, it was kind of like, oh, okay.
I'm glad Lesnar won that championship.
Yeah, me too.
I don't like John. I really hate Cena.
Everybody hates Cena. Ooh, when we get to SmackDown, man, I'm going to go off on Cena. Did you see SmackDown?
Some of it, yeah.
Did you see Cena?
No,
he was sucking up to the crowd. I'm going to tell you why, but
he always does.
So, then after that, this was my second favorite segment of the night. Strowman versus the Jobber. Local talent. So, why are you wrestling Braun Strowman? Oh, because I'll get paid $1,000, and if I win, I get paid $5,000, which on the indie circuit, that's a good payday. So Braun Strowman comes out. Sounds like he just stubbed his toe in the middle of the night on the coffee table. And he comes out, does the reverse chokeslam, which I think is a stupid move. So stupid. It looks so bad. And this could only continue on for so long. So, Braun Strowman, as JD would like to say, get off my TV! And I agree, but you know what? I'm starting to enjoy this Strowman thing, only for a little while.
Give Braun a chance.
But it's gonna be Big Show versus Braun Strowman. Yeah. I guarantee you, it's gonna be. And Vince McMahon, when he sees that match, he's gonna be in gorilla position, just. Oh!
He's gonna have one of the biggest boners of 2016.
No Viagra needed.
Rock solid.
So then we cut after that, not cut, but another big commercial break.
Again.
It was Mark Henry. He went in to see Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley. And cut to the chase. He wants a match, so they give him a match. He's going to be in the Olympics for something. I think he's representing something. I forgot.
Representing WWE USA.
They should have a pro wrestling Olympic in the Olympics. That'd be pretty cool. So they give him a match against Rusev for the United States title. And I was thinking maybe he'll win because he's going on honeymoon with Lana.
Yeah,
that's going to be a great honeymoon for him.
My God!
Rusev Crush! Come on, Rusev, do it! So he comes out. They have a match. It looked like Mark was dominating in the beginning.
Yeah, I wanted Mark to win because the man is...
He's going to retire in a couple months. So might as well give him one last reign. So anyway, Rusev wins, accolade. And
speaking of reign.
I was so... Yeah, speaking of reign, I was so pissed. Because he was like, oh, you American Olympians, keyword, Olympians, only win the Olympics because you guys take pills or drugs or whatever. And I was like, Brock Lesnar. So he was talking about the Olympics and stuff, and I was like, Kurt Angle better come out because he's an 8-time Olympic gold medalist. So he does not come out, and I was mad. But actually, I wasn't mad. I was mad that Kurt Angle didn't come out, but the man that came out, Donna, Roman Reigns, the guy who. But if you haven't checked out the Roman Reigns theme song with lyrics, it is amazing. So anyway, Roman Reigns comes out. He has a new vest. It's a red vest, which is matching sort of the colors of the United States title, red, white, and blue. So he comes out, they fight, Roman comes out on top, at least that's what Vince says, wink wink. So, yeah! So, he holds the US title, I guess he's the new contender, and JD from NY206, he predicted that Roman Reigns was gonna come out and, challenge Rusev. But I think Rusev should go over and retain the U.S. title because Roman, and people were cheering Roman because this is where Roman should have started, in the lower mid card, where he could just be built up. Let me see how we're doing on time here. Oh, we're doing pretty good. So after that, it's your favorite superstar, Darren Young.
It's Darren.
It's Darren. Oh my God!
Come on, Bob, just stick it in.
With Titus O'Neil, and Titus O'Neil rips off another JD reference when he said, your slogan or whatever he says is "Make Darren Young great again." But when were you ever great? When he was tag team champions with you. That's when he was semi-great. I kind of miss the primetime players. I'm not gonna lie.
Making moves.
Have you ever realized with I almost said, never mind. Darren Corbin.
That is the love child of Darren Young and Darren Corbin.
You see, Baron Corbin has been on my mind a lot. No homo. But I just think he has so much more potential. and anyway. So Darren Young, Darren Barron, whatever, he comes out to face Titus O'Neil. And have you ever noticed that Darren Young, every time he does the cross chicken wing thing, he humps the guy? Like, I get it, you're gay, but aren't you married?
Like, come on, man, my wife is watching TV.
His husband.
No, my wife. Sasha's watching this.
Oh, Sasha.
God.
So he always humps. It's so weird. I would not like to face Darren, but anyway. Titus comes out. It's a pretty short match, and Titus wins with a roll-up. He was holding Darren Young's tights, and I heard that's not the first time a man's tried to take off Darren Young's tights before. So anyway, after that, our favorite diva, Nia Jax. I mean, women's wrestler, not diva. I'm sorry. I beg your pardon.
Versus the local
That's right. She's Rock's cousin. So if you continue watching the podcast over the couple of weeks, I'll be developing this thing called BBW, not Big Black Women, I mean Bathroom Break Wrestling. Bathroom Break Wrestling. BBW. And I went to the bathroom for this match. I'm not gonna lie, because I knew Nia Jax was gonna squash this woman, and she did.
Just ate her like Thanksgiving dinner.
So anyway, after that, New Day versus the Club. I was thinking, I don't know who might win this. Maybe the Club out of some dirty antics. But New Day, they win by a roll-up, and then the Club just demolishes them. And then I'm concerned for Big E because he got his
baby's injured.
He got his 2 booty O's smashed in the pole, and he was rushed off to the hospital. So I hope his testicles are okay. So it was
I'm pretty sure this is the story.
It's just the story. They can't.
New Day's losing the titles at SummerSlam.
Yeah. So after that, Cesaro and Sheamus go in. They're like, they were talking about Mark Henry. They're like, why did Mark Henry get a tournament? And Cesaro is a former United States champion. So remember, he lost it to Kofi Kingston in 2013.
I mean, he could have been a former WWE champion, but apparently,
I want to see him as Intercontinental champion.
I want to see him as WWE champion.
Me too. Or Universal champion.
Oh yeah, Universal champion.
So anyway, they ended up getting put in a match, and Cesaro and Sheamus. It was a pretty decent match. I wasn't that bored of it. Oh, I was. And
very bored.
Cesaro wins, and of course Cesaro wins. He's a Swiss Superman. He should be more over than like anybody on the roster right now, in my opinion. Like, he should be as over as AJ Styles was when he entered in the Royal Rumble at what, number 5? 3?
Yeah, 3.
3, yeah. He should be more over than that right now. But anyway.
Yeah.
And then my favorite wrestler of all time, I swear he's my favorite, Heath Slater comes out. I'm just kidding.
We're a 3-man.
Heath Slater is joining the crew of Bathroom Break Wrestling. So Heath Slater comes out with Jinder Mahal.
By the way, he was released in, I think, 2013 and 2014? What is he doing back?
And Damien Sandow, they don't bring Damien Sandow back.
Damien at?
So Heath Slater's like the 2-man band, and I bet Drew Galloway is, Drew McIntyre, for those of you who don't watch TNA. He's laughing his butt off, like, oh, let's him try to pass on 2MB, whatever. Probably wouldn't be as good without me anyway. And remember when Drew McIntyre was supposedly the chosen one?
Yeah, Vince's favorite wrestler, and next thing you know,
he's being buried. So anyway, they get put into a match because they only have one contract left for Raw. And Heath Slater's like, no, you can't break up the band. And then Jinder Mahal, he kicks Heath Slater in the face. And he wins the Raw contract, and I don't even know what he's going to do.
Jinder Mahal's getting released in 2 years, everyone. I'm calling it 2 years.
2 months.
2 years.
2 weeks. Anyway, so, yeah. And then this match, I wish it went so much longer. Instead of having Heath Slater versus Jinder Mahal, they should have added that time onto Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins. This is the last and final match of the night. And it was a great match.
Yeah, it was.
But like,
Sami in the main event made me happy.
Yeah, I love Sami Zayn.
The same old wrestlers in the main event.
But I want to see this match again, Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins, on a bigger stage like SummerSlam, maybe even WrestleMania one day. So Seth Rollins wins, and I really wish they would bring back the curb stomp. Yes, really wish they would. So Seth Rollins wins. It was a pretty good match. I liked it. And last segment of the night. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, everybody.
Woo! The old Jew on the mic. Paul Heyman.
I love Paul Heyman. I can't wait till Paul Heyman gets inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 20-something. Anyway, so basically Brock comes back, and Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman is just going on and on how Brock's the best, which Brock, he really is one of the best. I'll give that to him. And then I loved how, like, I was kind of expecting it, but then I kind of wasn't. And then Paul Heyman was all like, Randy Orton is not man enough to get even close to Brock Lesnar to RKO him. And then who comes out? Randy Orton from the crowd and RKOs Brock Lesnar with a beautiful RKO. And actually, I've noticed that ever since Randy Orton hit his first RKO back on Chris Jericho, that his RKO looks different. Like, it looks straighter. Like, he used to do it, like, I wouldn't say messy, but, like, his body would kind of be everywhere while doing it. Like, he would RKO crazy, but now it's just, like, clean. Like, it's just straight. So he RKOs him, and then the crowd goes wild. Security guards come out with Stephanie and Mick.
Oh, shit.
And Mick was trying to run.
Yeah.
God bless Saint Mick, but my God, when he runs, it's so funny.
He needs a walker or a wheelchair.
Yeah. His daughter's beautiful. I don't know how that happened. And so, old Saint Mick, Stephanie, security guard, they chase Randy Orton. He goes and escapes into the crowd. And that was Monday Night Raw. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10. It was a pretty good Raw. Obviously wasn't as good as last week, as I said before. But this is what we need. Just good Raws. We need Raws that aren't over the top and that aren't confusing, but are just right, simple booking, and that just make sense. That have good matches, and that's all we want. Have anything else left to say, Justin?
Not really, but no, I'm giving Raw an 8. It really impressed me, including Nia Jax. I'm just playing. I gotta say, Finn Balor. I hope Balor wins. I hope the club, not the club, but I hope Doc or Luke now and Carl Anderson win.
Yeah, and yeah, because that'd be interesting. The club versus Enzo and Cass, but it would have been better if it was Enzo and Cass versus New Day. Xavier Woods versus Enzo and Cass on the mic. I really wanted to see that. But maybe that'll happen somewhere down the line. This has been your Raw review. Thank you, everybody. This is our first podcast. We can only go up from here, like SmackDown has went up from this week. That will be our next episode. So stay tuned, everybody. And thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and peace out. And the Cruiserweight Classic. This SmackDown, Justin. It was pretty good. I'd give it.
It was.
I give it a 7 out of 10. Hello, everybody.